Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
No. So uncomfortable. This is why we should have all been on the couch.
Okay.
Is that how we're starting it?
Yeah, probably. Hey guys, welcome to the In Crowd.
What's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey.
This has been an interesting week. We're all here. We're all together. That's super rare.
This is what we look like.
Yeah, I know.
kidding.
I'm David.
Are we
That's-
doing a theme song?
Anyways.
We are the ignorant nerds.
Hooray!
Backpack. Oh, wait.
Oh, whoa. Got to copyright that.
So, a bunch of things have transpired this past week. We all went and saw Age of Ultron. Might as well get that bad boy out of the way to begin with. What'd you guys think?
It's fantastic.
Yeah?
4.
Not as good as the first one.
Not as good, no.
No.
Really, I thought it was pretty good.
It was good. Not as good as the first
I'm
one.
not a huge movie critic. I just like watching movies.
I'm a famous movie critic, actually. So,
Yeah?
Yeah, you've probably heard of him. Never.
yeah. If you know me, you've heard of me.
Well, anyway.
Oh, it was good. I think, honestly, the best part of the movie was Vision.
Vision was really one of the best ones.
Ultron's now probably one of my favorite villains.
Really?
He was cool.
He's really good. Yeah.
Like, I liked the whole movie, but I mean, I was kind of like on the fence until Vision came in, and then I was like, okay, this movie is pretty awesome.
I felt like the movie got better as it went along. Like, it started off really kind of slow, and I felt like they were trying to, like, sell me something.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys don't have to sell me anything. Like, I get it, they're the Avengers. And, like, their jokes didn't seem to hit right, and the action seemed a little, like, corny. and
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Almost flippant.
Yeah. Well, once you hit, like, the bar scene, it was great. The bar scene was fantastic. Or the party scene, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, where they're all just sitting there, and Captain America moves something.
Yeah, spoilers, by the way. Yeah, we're just... Cause
Spoiler alert, Captain America kills Thor.
Oh my gosh, oh no, not Thor!
I have no idea.
But, I did like Vision, and what I liked about this movie better than the old ones was it seems like in every movie past they've been trying to explain how things work and how they would be realistically. And in this one, they kind of made it more comic book-esque, where they just decided not to do that as much.
Yeah, they just kind of brought the characters in like this happened.
Yeah, like, for instance, Vision can fly, and never even attempts to explain how he can fly.
It
like,
never
for Iron Man, it's
explains how
like
he's
jets,
alive.
and then, you know, Thor, like, swings his hammer and he goes, but Vision, he was just like, what's up? What's cool? You know, I'm like a human adamantium. How can I fly? I don't know.
He's a sentient being for no reason.
Yeah, but I like that. I like that aspect of it.
Vision was a lot cooler than my hero click was.
Yeah.
My hero click of Vision was not as cool, but in the movie he was way cooler.
It's too bad he's gonna die, though,
Yeah.
which makes me sad.
Have that infinity gem ripped out of his forehead.
Yeah.
Fatality!
Okay, that's another thing I was kind of disappointed in. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. Was the end credit scene with Thanos. Like, I thought it was really cool, and yeah, it's like the gauntlet, and you're like, yeah, that's cool, but I was kind of hoping for something...
There was nothing at the very end, which I was disappointed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of took away from the Marvel...
We sat there for 15 minutes of credits for nothing.
Well, but I think if they would have been much better off of putting Spider-Man into it somehow.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
it was
Spider-Man.
like a high school class scene, and they're all watching the damage and whatnot on the TV, and the teacher's like, Peter Parker, why are you asleep? And the camera pans, and right before it gets to him, it just, like, cuts.
Snaps.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, that would have been so
That
cool.
was
Well,
so
so
cool.
according to my sources, the new Spider-Man will be called Spider-Man the New Avenger.
Huh.
So,
Oh.
that's just rumors on the web right now.
It seems like
Keep
they...
your fingers crossed.
Oh,
It seemed
definitely.
like with the new Avenger facility and the new team that they have, that they are going for the whole new Avengers.
Yeah,
comic
I
book
know.
That would be
line.
cool, too.
Now
Yeah.
they just need to add Wolverine.
Yeah, right?
What?
Yeah,
Wolverine's
right.
great.
Well, no, he's
not
great.
gonna happen.
Face.
No, Wolverine's great, but the chances of him showing up...
Sony is not going to sell
yeah,
Wolverine.
no way.
Surprised they sold Spider-Man.
Didn't.
They made a deal.
They made a deal where they
Yeah.
could use him. It's like lending him almost. I'm sad that Andrew Garfield's not going to be Peter Parker.
I'm not.
You don't like Andrew
I
Garfield?
loved Andrew Garfield. I didn't like how he was like a skateboarder and like
Yeah, I
almost
didn't
like a
like
cool
that.
kid. Yeah, it was kind of stupid.
Yeah, but I liked him as Peter Parker. I liked his acting ability. And
Yeah, I thought he
said-
looked really good for the part. I mean, I really liked him as an actor.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the Peter Parker that was portrayed in general.
Well, we're gonna have to see what happens. I mean, these movies are gonna get huge. Joss Whedon is no longer doing them. It's rumored that he's
Wait,
gonna
what?
move on to. Yeah,
No.
This was his last one. The guys who directed Captain America: Winter Soldier are gonna be
Okay,
directing
so
Avengers.
it's not going to be as terrible as it could be.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, that's a lot of characters to deal with. I mean, I was surprised. That was one thing I was really surprised about in this movie, is how many characters they didn't kill off. Like, I mean, spoilers, they kill off Quicksilver, but I expected, like, Hawkeye
Just
to
straight up. Oh, hey, by the way.
Yeah, but I expected them to kill off a bunch of people. Like, as soon as Hawkeye walked in, he's like, I have a family. I was like, you just signed your death warrant, you dude.
I was just
you're
like
done.
handing things out.
I told them spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, if you,
Yeah, Snape kills Dumbledore. So,
well, I mean, it's just, if I gave you fair warning.
yeah, fair warning. Spoiler alert. Anyways, Hawkeye has a family. If you didn't turn this off in 4.5 seconds, I'm sorry, man. Your own fault.
Yeah, well, I mean, but if any of you are watching this podcast and you haven't seen Age of Ultron yet, that's kind of a shame on you.
Yeah, it's been off like a week and a half. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
a week and a half, 2 weeks now, something.
Yeah, something like that.
Go watch it. Only you can watch it.
That was dumb. So, moving on from Age of Ultron.
Batteries.
Batteries.
Me and David actually talked about this a few months ago. Where were we going? We were going somewhere and we were stopped at, I can't remember where we were, but we were like, I wonder what the new tech is going to be this year. We need to figure out what they need to improve on. And we both were like, I think they should do batteries, because I'm kind of sick of like crappy Duracell lithium-ion batteries that last for like a little while and then die forever. And it's like not where like a phone battery lasts for a couple hours and it's like, we'll see you later. And so we were actually talking about that, and then they bring up like, oh, guess who's all making new batteries? From that link that you sent.
Yeah, there was some super cool battery tech that's this year and next year coming out. My personal favorite, there's an article, we can post it for you guys to look at. My favorite battery tech,
Post in
though,
the description.
Yeah.
my favorite is they have an actual battery that it'll charge and run off the electricity in your skin. So it's got a thin layer of gold and some super fancy magic technology that charges like for smartwatches, because that's the main reason I'm not getting a smartwatch. I had the Moto 360 for a week and it was amazing, except it died within, I do like 15-16 hour days every day, and it would die halfway through the day, and that, I don't want a dead watch, I want a real watch.
Right.
So that battery tech, if it runs and charges off my skin power, because I'm full of energy, amazing. So that's my personal favorite battery tech that I read about.
Yeah, and I remember reading the article and I'm seeing, batteries that charge in like 5 minutes and stuff. That's all cool, but the one that I'm most excited about are the ones that charge through like radio waves or through like ultrasound and stuff like that, where you just have something sitting up in your house and then you have your phone there and it just automatically connects and just starts charging.
Yeah.
And because I think that's where the future is if we could invent something like that, they could put it inside of malls, they could put it inside of cars, they could put it inside of homes, pretty much wherever you go, unless you're walking around outside, your phone will be constantly charging, which I think that would be really, really cool.
Unless they stick with lithium ion, then it'll just wear your phone out super fast
just
and you
burn
won't
your
have a battery.
Yeah, that's true. But, well, I mean, we'll see.
They do have that water powered as well.
Yeah.
Which
The
is cool.
aluminum air or whatever it is.
Something like that.
They had a bunch of really cool ones.
Yeah, well, check out that article. They had some really sweet stuff that I was impressed with.
The one I was excited the most about was the foldable one, the paper one.
That one was cool.
Because I was looking for a while at another one that's called like Bucky paper. It's supposed to be like a self-generating like carbon or some sort like that holds its own energy and can like do a bunch of weird magical stuff. And so when I saw the paper one, I was like, oh, maybe it's like Bucky paper out of Alpha or whatever. Like they're actually doing something tangible with it, whereas before it was just kind of like a
Concept.
concept. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and what I see in the future in that one is the whole flexible phone thing. Because when Samsung developed like a flexible phone, that all it was a screen, and you could just. But it had like that brick on the end that was like the battery, and just because they couldn't get that to be.
Yeah, there was nothing they could do with it. It was like you held a brick and a piece of like plastic. It was.
But if you could get a phone that was, if you could get a screen that was that flexible with the battery, you know, you could just fold it up.
You get paper cuts from your phone.
Yeah, it's teach me to text.
Teach you to text and drive.
But yeah, I think that would be kind of future of that. Personally, I don't know if I want, like, foldable phones seem cool, but I don't know. I see them being more useful in the fact that they're flexible, so if you drop them on the ground, they're not going to, like, shatter.
It's going to be,
It's going to absorb all the energy.
Then it's going to get lost in all your homework.
It just becomes a leaflet in your 12,000-page math book. Like, I give up. Just sell my math book back.
Really expensive.
This is a really cool bookmark. It keeps changing and telling me that Stacy's calling. It's like Harry Potter.
We'll see. I mean, the future is coming really, really quickly. I mean, now we have all the lenses coming out and the vision coming out, all that stuff, like the Microsoft HoloLens.
HoloLens.
Segway. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody watched the
We're really
developers
good at segues
conference. I watched the developers conference because I'm going into software development.
Really big deal.
Oh my gosh! So I watched it, and I was so excited. I was like, HoloLens! And everything they showed of the HoloLens was so sick. And then I watched videos, and it's not as cool.
Yeah, until people actually talked about using the HoloLens, and it was like, this is actually just mostly cool if you never get to touch it.
Right, and so what they're kind of talking about is in the HoloLens, they have like if you go and look up a picture, we'll attach that video in the description down below that he's talking about. But the HoloLens is like an entire like glasses that you look through, and it's supposed to change the world around you so that you can interact with it. So like you look over there and there'll be like a picture next to the wall, or stuff popping off the ground or whatever. But
and they said that like looking at it, it's really clear too.
Yeah, they said it looks fantastic.
When you see the hologram, it's like super crisp.
Yeah, they said it looks like there's actually something right there.
Yeah.
But they said that the lens itself has a usable area that's like a small square. So if you watch the video, it gives a better interpretation. So you can see in front of you, and you can see the entire world in front of you. But then like there's a square right in front of you that's actually going to be the hologram.
It like cuts off, like if you could look around like this all the time, it's like you can still see what's out here, but not in hologram form. And so like they were talking about how it cuts the imagery, and you can no longer interact with it if it's off the screen or whatever.
Right. Which I think is a giant downside.
Yeah, that's a huge like faux pas on the design. Like, why wouldn't you make it the whole screen? I mean, you already have these lenses doing these things. Why don't you just expand it all the way?
I wonder if it's something with like detection, because it's going to be detecting your body and different things. And I wonder if it's they can only process that area of detection versus the entirety, which I can kind of see. I mean, but either way, this is cool technology. This is a step forward.
It's like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Give us a little jump start.
It's going to become something cooler, because I could totally see myself using this at work, like as a designer, having Illustrator or Photoshop open and being able to manipulate things with my hands and draw, and as an architect, make a building, and as a gamer, be able to interact. Like in the demo, they showed Minecraft and being able to pick up individual blocks and move them around.
Maybe it would be fun then.
No, it won't.
We'll do it if we ever get HoloLens. We'll do another in-play of Minecraft.
So I don't think it'll be out before this video, but today we forced David and Taylor into playing Minecraft because they both hate it, and it was hilarious.
Not just both of us, all three of us, excluding Paul.
I like
He
Minecraft.
likes Minecraft.
I do.
Minecraft sucks.
It's kind of a pointless game.
It's like Legos.
It's
But
like
Legos were cool.
But it's like, it's a video game. You can't actually touch them. You're not actually building. It's just...
But with the
You gotta hold
HoloLens,
A.
you might be able to just like pick them up and move them around.
it's
Still can't
it's like going retro without the nostalgia. Like, let me go back in time and not remember that I actually like this. No.
That's what they're doing with all video games now. They're doing like 8-bit, 12-bit games as if it's like something we grew up with. Which like, yeah, we grew up with 8 and 12-bit, but I didn't grow up with Shovel Knight. I never heard of this game until like last week.
I like Shovel Knight too. I guess I'm just like in the popular crowd because I like these games.
Paul's a bro.
You used to play 12-bit Arena.
Yeah.
All those weird games.
Hey, MS-DOS Mondays, man.
MS-DOS. Hashtag MS-DOS Mondays.
Woo! Anyway. So yeah, the HoloLens was a minor bit disappointing. But do you know what wasn't disappointing? Here's another segue.
Segue!
Here comes.
Segue!
No, it wasn't cool. Was the photos of the Suicide Squad that came out.
I know nothing about the Suicide Squad, so I don't even know.
Okay. Let me give you a background on the Suicide Squad. The Suicide
Cutscene.
Yeah. The Suicide Squad is a collection of DC villains
Right.
that are put together in a team by the government.
Because the government can do that with villains.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's obviously a backstory.
Any way they want.
Put together by the government to go and do specific crazy suicidal missions.
They're like the Black Ops.
Hence, Suicide Squad.
With that cartoon.
And so far, like we have Amanda Waller, who's in charge of it all. She's freaking awesome. She's the person that runs the government organization. And then we have a whole list of heroes. Go and check it out online. But some of the notable mentions that they released photos of is Harley Quinn, first off. It looks like she might have tattoos too.
Who does look... I still get the feeling that was not going to be the actual Joker. Like, from the things I've read... It still kind of says that won't be what Joker looks like with the tattoos. So,
but Harley Quinn looks fantastic.
Yeah, Harley Quinn looks good.
It's the chick from Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, and then
But why is Harley Quinn fighting the Joker? Is this
because
before they meet? Or?
No. This is after. It's one of those
Mr.
things
J!
where he's like trying to destroy the world, and they convince her to help them, and then she's probably going to betray them and go with the Joker. Like her and the Joker always had that kind of relationship.
I would go for Jared Leto too. Don't worry about.
Who wouldn't? And they released a photo of Deadshot as well.
I don't know.
Will Smith?
Yeah.
I'm really worried about that because I just get the feeling that Deadshot's going to become the main character.
Probably.
I mean, they do that a lot of times. Like even with we were talking to Paul earlier. Even with X-Men when they had what's her name, Katniss, Jennifer Lawrence. I actually knew it after a second. When she was Mystique, like, yeah, Mystique's still a big character, but it kind of made her, like, they kind of just gave her more stuff to do, just because it was Jennifer Lawrence. And I get the feeling they're going to do that with Will Smith.
And Deadshot?
Because he's Will Smith.
Just because he's Will Smith.
Which I really hope not, because Deadshot, I mean, as cool as he is,
Not a big character.
I mean, I love Deadshot, but he is not, like, all of you would agree that he is not, like, top-tier villain.
Yeah.
Like, he's a paid assassin, he's good at what he does, but, I mean, he's not top-tier. And, you have, like, Harley Quinn that could do that. Captain Boomerang. I would put Captain Boomerang
Captain Boomerang?
Yeah, Captain Boomerang's in it, man.
Oh, jeez.
The coolest villain ever.
It's Christopher's favorite.
With the greatest name, too.
Well, no, he's like an Australian guy that throws boomerangs. He's ridiculous.
And I eats at the Outback Steakhouse.
Wow. Is this all real?
Yeah.
Is this real life?
Yeah.
What's happening
Captain
to me?
Boomerang. But they have a bunch they have a bunch of villains in it, but I'll be kind of upset if Deadshot just takes the light. But they do have Deathstroke in it, which he is climbing his way to the top of villainhood lately. I mean, he started off as a nobody. He was a villain for the Teen Titans when he first started, and now he's like, everybody loves Deathstroke.
Like talking like he's a real person almost. Like,
Can we talk about Teen Titans?
Yes, we
As
certainly
well?
can. David looks so bored.
Did you ever watch Teen Titans?
Yeah.
They're making a TNT live action of it.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live action TNT Teen Titans. This
How are they going to make Raven look cool?
this fall?
Yeah, so
It's gonna be easy.
So far,
it gonna be like a
the
Netflix
thing?
the characters that are in it
It'll be on
are
TNT.
Robin's in it for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Well, of course, and then
No. He's gonna be Nightwing.
Well, they called him Robin.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
from what I've seen, they
The
called him
pictures-
Nightwing.
The pictures make him look like Nightwing.
Well, no, because on the Instagram that I looked it up, they called him Nightwing.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
I mean,
either
it could
way,
be Robin.
It is still.
Awesome.
Holy crap! I just lost his name.
Cyborg.
Christopher Walken.
First, Dick Grayson. It's still Dick Grayson.
Oh.
Cyborg. Sorry.
Robin is still
I forgot the
Cyborg.
first Robin's name
It's
for a
the
second.
good Robin.
Yeah, it's Dick Grayson. And then they confirmed Star Sapphire, and Raven.
hot.
Is Beast
Yeah.
going to be in it? Do we know yet?
Not yet.
Raven's
the only
like
other
a
two characters that we
emo.
have
Starfire.
are Hawk and Dove,
Starfire's hot.
which
Yeah.
are not
She's-
normally
she's
Teen
yeah,
Titan
not
characters.
originally Teen
Sexy
Titans.
hot.
But I like them.
Hope she's
I
scantily
hope
clad
that Beast
as a
is in it,
teenager.
because I really liked...
I want Cyborg,
Oh, yeah, everyone wants Cyborg, but he's
I think they're
he's a
throwing-
Justice League now, so
Yeah,
they
I
might not
think they're
use
putting him in the
Oh.
actual movie universe.
Yes,
Oh,
they might not
Yeah.
use Cyborg.
But they are going to put in Hawk
That'd
and
be
Dove.
lame.
So Hawk and Dove are two really, really low, bottom of the barrel DC characters, but they're brothers.
They're
and-
scraping. They're scraping.
And he
they're
called
both-
it. He called he made his name Dove.
Yeah, well, you'll
so
understand
he's a
why.
pansy.
Yeah, well, he kind of is. They're brothers, and one of
I'm
them's like
Flower.
super strong, and one
You
of them's
can
like
call me
super
Flower if you want
super
to.
smart, like he can think strategically. And one of them just fights, like he loves to fight, he loves to beat people up. And the other guy loves peace and negotiation. And so whenever people try to fight him, he uses like moves where he uses their own energy against them. Where they like try to punch him, he just like pushes them out of the way or whatever.
It's like Jackie Chan.
And the other guy will just punch him in the face. And so we have these like yin and yang, that's what they are, kind of characters. And then
They're the yin yang.
and then we have Raven and Star Sapphire, but I'm sure that they'll toss in a couple more.
I feel like they can make Raven pretty good. I mean, it's not too hard to dress somebody in black and drift them in purple.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I wonder what they'll do for Raven. Will they have her straight up background? They probably
What,
will.
are they gonna have like Beast Boy?
That's what I was just asking. I hope they have Beast Boy because
They better.
was-
He made the Teen
I
Titans.
loved Beast Boy.
I do like him too. I think that I wonder if it's going to be part of the movie universe. I don't know if it will, but we'll find out.
I doubt he would make a movie universe. I don't know. They might just exclude him completely because he was more the comic.
No, I was
relief
talking about
kind
Teen Titans as a total
Oh,
on TNT.
oh.
If it's part of the movie universe, because the Flash and Arrow are not part of the movie universe.
And they might tie in the Teen Titans with them.
I thought they were trying. I thought DC was trying to do that in anyways, like bring their television into their movies.
I
Because that's what I heard. I thought I heard that. Maybe I
that maybe
made that up. I
no,
don't
that
know.
might be true. But I would like that because the Flash TV show and Arrow are both great shows. And if they pulled it,
They
those
would watch
into
like
the,
all of them all the way through like twice.
if they pull in both of those TV shows into the movie universe, I'd be pleased. And they just had Grodd on Flash. Real Grodd. Oh, I love Flash villains and I love the Flash. Oh, look, I'm wearing a Flash hat.
Advertising.
Watch the Flash.
Superhero things I'm not excited for still is Fantastic Four. David
Oh.
disagrees with me.
I disagree.
It looks
Why?
interesting.
I think they made this one's. Here's my reasoning. The last two Fantastic Fours were so terrible that this one's got to be good.
That's true.
There's no way it could be worse. I mean, I don't like that they're so young, but they made it look good.
But see, that's been brought up. It's going more for the Ultimate Universe than it is for the normal.
That may have been why I didn't like the Spider-Man because they were the
It-
amazing
It
Spider-Man.
was more Ultimate,
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Plus
that
Ryan-
makes a lot of sense, David. I mean, they
Rhino.
really can't go wrong.
They
You
can't.
know, Ri-
After
Amazing
Silver
Spider-Man 2,
Surfer,
Rhino.
it doesn't get any
Oh.
Rhino's
worse.
that robot in the
Silver
Ultimate.
Oh,
Surfer.
yeah.
Look,
Take-
Robot.
The ultimate evil in the universe is coming. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's
Wow.
take
That was
they
weird.
Just, they just showed the Galactus ship. They didn't even bring him in.
Yeah.
Look, it's Galactus.
And-
Bye, Galactus.
And it took literally like every single Marvel superhero to beat him.
Yeah, and then not only that, but they take the coolest Marvel character, Silver Surfer, and at first you're like, oh, he's gonna be cool. Not cool.
No.
Not
Like,
cool.
falls
They
off his
ruined
board
him.
and he's just
So, little fun fact: the Fantastic Four was Marvel's answer to the Justice League.
Really, because
Is
Fantastic
that-
Four was like one of their earliest comics.
Yeah,
right?
that was their answer to the Justice League. Isn't that pathetic?
A little
You guys, isn't that pathetic?
Well, you look at DC and Marvel; they have characters that cross every. You name
Oh,
a
yeah.
Marvel character, there's a DC equivalent. You name a DC character, there's a Marvel equivalent. And there's better and there's worse. Like Kingpin has Magic Girl over in DC. You have Aquaman and Marine Boy. Marine Boy can suck it.
Black Panther and Batman. I'm gonna throw those two
No,
out
Black
because I
Panther
still
and
consider.
Big Cat.
Oh, Big Cat. Okay,
Yeah, they're the exact same character. Batman,
Superman and Sentry.
I would almost put Batman with Iron Man. But,
Is there a Marvel Flash?
Quicksilver.
Yeah, Quicksilver. Superman and Sentry.
Superman.
If you know who Sentry is,
Well, yeah, or Superman and Thor, or Superman and
I still say Sentry. Sentry is way the stronger.
Mr. Fantastic and Plastic Man.
They just cross back and forth, but yeah, back to Fantastic Four, not going to be very good.
I don't have a lot of hope.
Unless they go to the future where Johnny Storm dies and Spider-Man fills in. I love Spider-Man.
I do
just
too.
love
Wasn't.
him and everything.
I'm laughing because it would be true. That
What
would be
about
awesome.
Spider-Man should catch on fire?
Okay, no, what's gonna happen with this movie? Because I've been thinking about it a little bit, and the trailer didn't get me excited at all. I was kind of like, meh. But I feel like it's going to be good because of that. Like, I'm going to go into it expecting crap, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's always true. That's how it was with Frozen. So I seriously,
Same universe.
I
same
seriously,
universe.
we won't even go into that.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Just let it go.
that's about all the time that we have today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We
like
won't be
and
able to do
subscribe.
videos every single time like this, so enjoy it while you have it. You get to look at us.
Make sure you share these videos with your friends, Facebook.
Like, subscribe, ask us
Everything,
questions down in the
Twitter.
comments. But thanks,
Tumblr.
guys.
Yeah, ask us,
Anybody
tell us
use
things
that?
you want us to talk about. Ask us what you want us to do. We'll do them, maybe.
Okay, have a good one. Love you.
See ya.
Good night.